Well, then who
under
else is
what
in
they can
charge of it? Do you
regulate,
want
then
me to
that's not
sit
the
here
question I
and
asked.
lie to you?
I didn't ask the FCC has jurisdiction to regulate
That's what the
broadcasters
FCC does. They have the
under
right to
legal
put whatever they
jurisdiction. That's
want
not what I
on
asked
air.
the other guy. That's not what I asked at all. I asked, should the FCC be threatening agencies their broadcasting license and with their broadcasting license, and that they're going to take them away if somebody is saying things that are protected under the First Amendment? That's why I asked. Can you answer that question?
So
There's a very obvious answer to that question. Okay.
Yeah, here I'm going to answer your question so we can move on to a different topic because it's the only thing you want to hear because y'all are so, FCC, President Trump got Kimmel kicked off or whatever. It had nothing to do with it, but y'all are just not wanting to see that. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, here's the answer that all y'all want to hear. Trump called FCC and said, get Jimmy Kimmel off the air because he doesn't agree with my policies and my...
Like, just straight trolls. An inability to engage. Okay. Limitless, what's up, man? Ancient Fate Uchi to vote for.
Yo. Yo, hello?
Yep.
Are you gonna, like, say something?
Maybe, bro. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just gonna sit here in silence and wait for you to say why you disagree with the first prompt.
I don't know about the first prompt, but the second prompt is very debatable.
Second prompt is very debatable. Look at that last guy. I think he's a pretty good example of it. Pretty low IQ. I asked him the same question 3 times.
Is
and he
this
has
rage bait, by the
inability.
way?
Huh? The second
you
one.
heard me the first time.
You mean the second one, or just the entire live?
Yeah.
Yeah. To what?
The second thing that you just said.
The second prompt is kind of rage bait. Yes. I more care to talk about the first. If we want to talk about the second, I'm fine doing it though.
Why would I want to talk about something that you're not even like serious about?
I think it's really serious evidence.
Yeah, I
just
get it.
Just look at the last guy, bro. Pretty low IQ, low intelligence. If I ask you the same question 5 times and you have just an inability to answer, because you know you're screwed. Because I'm then gonna point to the FCC, literally telling Jimmy Kimmel telling ABC get rid of your broadcasting license, telling ABC.
Though. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you keep mentioning Jimmy Kimmel when it was ABC that fired him.
Do you know what the FCC chair said?
What did the FCC chair say?
They threatened to take away ABC's broadcasting license if they didn't get Jimmy Kimmel in line.
Are you sure they said that?
Yes. That's why everybody's talking about it. That's why it's all over the news. Not just because ABC fired him.
Why is he back then?
Because there was a public outrage. Because there's a public outrage that they got rid of him for the FCC just threatening ABC and to take away their broadcasting license. That's why. And Jimmy Kimmel's back. Isn't that pretty based? Isn't that pretty cool?
I don't understand how that makes sense. If there wasn't, what about the initial public outrage that there should have been when? Where was the initial public outrage when they were threatening him though?
There was. It was all over the news.
So before he got fired, they were threatening him.
And then he got
fired, and then there was a bigger outrage, correct?
Yeah. There was outrage at what the FCC chair said. There's outrage at him getting suspended. There's outrage all around. Everybody was mad.
So what caused
This is such an
outrage?
uninteresting conversation. Somebody else want to talk? Oh my god. Now I don't. Now I never get.
Leave it in the screedy scrap, Haroldson.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I just leaked your name. How you doing?
Arguing prompt 1 and he's proving prompt 2. Exactly. That's kind of the point.
That's pretty funny. That's
Loki,
pretty-
that's all. Whenever somebody,
So,
whenever somebody
by
contests it,
deductive
I just like
logic-
let's argue about prompt 1, and then they are really stupid. Okay, you're proving prompt 2. That's how it works. How you
By
do
the
it?
principle of counterexample, you have not demonstrated your intelligence, and have thus demonstrated your unintelligence.
Argument
Looks
from
to me
if
like
when
you are MAGA and you are low IQ.
when you do an
Hence you have
argument
evidence
when you do
like-
an argument from ignorance, but you do it in a nerdy voice, so it's correct. Based.
Holy fake laugh. That's so true. You watch too much anime.
What does that have to do with anime, bro? What?
Anime obviously is the only place where people.
Holy fake! Oh, limitless.
Holy fake laugh. My laugh. Here.
What's wrong with W anime? I don't know, bro. I don't watch anime too much.
I'm talking to you, host.
Holy fake laugh. You don't know anything about what you're talking
This guy's
about.
not even laughing for real.
I was
This
just
guy ain't even laughing for real. Huh.
Nickname, what's up? I think I've talked to you before. Maybe I've told you before.
Yeah, no, word. 30. I voted for Kamala because I'm smart. And did you ask me where I am? I'm in Jersey. Yeah, we're having a fascist go against, our great candidate right now. So that's a little scary. But
Who's the
dude,
fascist going against your great candidate?
freaking jackass shit Trelly. He's one of the Trumpers. He's one of the like diehard MAGAs, and I think he might have a slight chance. I mean, not much of a chance, dude. But I love how these dudes like Limitless are coming in and hating on you, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you're one of the most articulate, like educated dudes that don't have 1,000 viewers every day. So
That's true.
I gotta
Scratch
say,
It
the
is
most
what it is. You know,
articulated.
I just people coming to
He's the
live
most
like
articulated failure I've ever seen.
true. People coming to live and they're like, oh my gosh, people want to listen. I don't want to listen to a black man make good talking points. Let's watch Dean. I want to listen to a white dude do it. Fuck that shit.
Exactly. It's only a good
yeah,
thing
but
if a white person says it.
Obama, so
Exactly.
what the fuck? We all
Huh?
love Obama, so I understand that shit. Okay.
No, it's a joke. I'm joking.
No, I got you.
Okay. I
And a
just,
top gifter.
sometimes I don't know how much Tylenol people have taken before coming live. Just gotta make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I stick to ibuprofen, to be honest with you.
That's
Yeah,
R.I.P.
so-
Charlie
That's good.
Kirk. Nobody's talking about that right now, bro. Why you
Reset,
put
alright.
people in timeout when you disagree?
That was
If
last.
they're being
week's
really
news.
stupid, I'm not gonna like talk to you if there's more interesting people to talk to. Trump
Yeah.
plays the trumpet. Not funny.
That's true.
Trump stopped giving aid to Ukraine and Israel. No, he started
Uh,
giving. He gave more
Trump
aid
hates
to
free
Ukraine and
speech.
Israel.
As Charlie Kirk gets assassinated for just that, yeah, makes sense. Hey, you should come up here and talk to us. You, Jay Wilson. Everyone's looking at you now. Everyone in the room slowly turns their heads towards you.
Why are you trying to explain
You
anything
said
to these
something, now they're
morons?
anticipating.
Because I can clip them, I can post videos, and you guys can watch them, and then I can get more popular, and then I can spread the great scratching message of worker
You know what he
co-ops
said?
and market socialism.
Of,
Well-
Bro,
of
he
market
said he-
socialism.
He's watching grown men play with balls right now. That's what he's doing.
How come all social media platforms immediately changed and became semi-free speech? Because that's not even true. Like, I know we constantly talk about, like, oh my gosh, like, Twitter's the bastion of free speech, but, like, Ken Klippenstein got absolutely fucking banned off that shit because he posted the JD Vance dossier, and Elon Musk got all mad in his fucking pants about it. Like, there's multiple instances of, like, Elon just getting extremely, like, pissed off at people and just banning them off the platform. Like, they didn't just become bastions of free speech. It's not true.
Hey, Chatter. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Chatter. You specifically. Have you drinking water today? Go drink some water.
Have a look and what is happening in England and slowly Canada and Australia. Trump seems to be trying to fight that, but I am Australian, so could be missing info.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Australia, mate. For real?
England, so I know there's a bunch of like Muslims and brown people moving into Canada and UK, so that might be the problem there. I'm just joking. I'm joking. UK.
Trump didn't pew down a man.
Don't
he
trust
just-
Trump. How do UK health experts are fighting against the war on medicine?
Hey, Rusted.
Elon
Trump
Musk
did-
and Prince Andrew named in the latest Epstein files release. 2 women unalive during. It's just standard news. Like, what's happening? People have been arrested in England for posting stuff online that made them. It's grossly spreading. What was the others?
Oh yeah, England, they're fucked, bro.
Hence, semi-free speech, not free speech. It's just that people are dude. People are acting like Twitter became this bastion of free speech after, who's the guy who owned it before Elon? I remember this guy name. I forgot. After Elon took it over, and like
That
all
was
these
John
platforms,
Billionaire.
yeah, and all these old like Facebook and YouTube and all these places become like bastions of free speech. They just became more appealing to right wingers. That's all. Still plenty of censorship going on. Destiny literally just got demonetized on YouTube. Like, how old are you? 12? Isn't it kind of sad that a 12-year-old knows more about politics than you?
That's all.
You know nothing, little guy. I'm okay.
You will own nothing and be happy.
Yeah.
Everyone talking shit. Please request. I want to see you get fucking smoked by this dude. Go. Request.
Exactly. Scratch is the goat.
Davy Crockett.
Hello.
What's up, man?
One and only.
The one and only.
The one, I suppose, the only one on TikTok that I know of.
That's why there's 316 after your name.
316 was an address. Actually.
Wait, Davy Crockett. Do you know the like Disney theme song? Do you know it? For Davy Crockett.
Do I know what now?
Okay. For David Crockett from the old movies, bro. Do you know it?
No, it was actually a nickname given to me by a relative.
Shit, man. Anyways, you disagree with the prompts?
Well, of course, yeah.
Cool. So you don't think like if? Okay, yeah.
No, it's just kind of funny. This word MAGA gets used by the opposition as some kind of like a buzzword, like some kind of word that's meant to marginalize and be dismissive of people. And I'd like somebody on the left to tell me exactly what are the elements of MAGA, because I voted for Trump because he's a Republican. I don't know what MAGA is. I'm a member
Dumb.
of
Do
the
you really
Republican
think you're
Party.
gonna like debate rate me in my own panel?
So I'm just asking a question.
No,
I mean,
no.
like,
Like, you
what
can
is-
either. Do you
what
want to
is
engage with the
MAGA?
prompts or?
Well, you're
I'm
saying that
perfectly. We
MAGA
can talk about
you're
what
saying-
we can talk about like what MAGA is.
Yeah,
Let's
but you're
see-
saying
let's-
MAGA is low IQ.
we
I mean,
can
that's
talk.
just
We
like,
can
what
talk.
is your-
I'm
what's your-
perfect. Huh?
What is your evidence for that?
Jesus
I
Christ.
think. Oh my Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think it's pretty. Like, I think if you look at like academic research and studies, generally, conservatives tend to be literally lower IQ and have like less cognitive thinking skills than liberals. And then on top of that, just from the general conversation, just give me a sec. Just from the general conversations that I've had with people, they tend to have like an inability to actually engage with any of the arguments I bring to the table.
Oh, but you know that average IQ for Black people is 85, though. You know that, right? Which is 15
Did
points
you
below
just
white
come up
people.
here to do racism again, bro? I remember
No,
you
I
now.
just no,
I
I just-
remember
I-
you.
yeah,
I
oh, do you?
remember you the
Okay,
other
yeah.
day.
you know.
Don't do the same joke twice, okay? Fuck off. Black fatigue. True. Bro has huge black fatigue. His black fatigue is off the charts. Whenever I hear somebody say black fatigue, I just think racism. Like, the only other person on here, or at least on this platform, who uses the word black fatigue is some guy named Justin. And literally all he does, I'll say, black fatigue. He talks in a Trump accent, or like a Trump cadence, but doesn't have like the Trump pitch. He'll be like, black fatigue is really bad. It's quite nasty. It's taking over. I run into these black people. They are doing all this crime, and it's really bad. It's really bad for the country. And then he just says the N-word. He has like a little I don't know what to call it, a soundboard until I just like press the beep button instead of A word, like beep. Like anytime a white person uses that, I'm sorry if you're white, I'm probably assuming you're racist. Not gonna lie, rich African Americans confirming black fatigue is the best. It's fine if African Americans use it. It's not fine if white people use it. I'm serious. This is like, usually I'm not one of those, oh, you can't use it if you're white, or oh, just because only black people can't be racist. But if you are a white person and you use the word black fatigue, I'm assuming you're racist. I'm sorry, that's just my personal experience so far.
I'm also assuming you're racist if you say African American. But hey,
Really?
that's just- well, yeah.
I feel like the word African American is something that like white people who don't want to be seen as racist will say,
Yep, because they are actually. Yep.
because they don't feel comfortable with saying the word black for whatever reason, or like
Thank
brown.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you slip up and you say blacks, and you're like, ooh, you know. So it's just good to say
Yeah.
African American.
I think yeah.
Yeah, that S will get you. Don't have
The S will
But like,
get you.
I feel like if you're like a white, like slightly racist liberal, and you say African American, you're just not comfortable with saying black. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they think it's a bad word, and the reason they do
Honey,
is
come
because
back
they
when you've
like,
grown up a little bit. You're not looking good. You guys make it like I just want to. Okay, I'm not gonna do it, but please, like, put some actual interesting comments down there. Like, holy fucking slop. Like, talk about adding
You're
literally
double
nothing. Your life is pointless. Do you just like walk up to random people like in the middle of the street just enjoying your day and just like your life means nothing? You should go on a live yourself. Never, don't grace me with your presence, you disgusting piece of shit. Like, you just walk up to random people and be like that. Like that's the equivalent of
life
what you're
is
doing here. You're
nothing.
not commenting on anything I'm saying. You're not like providing any useful information. You're not giving like any general critique. It's just slop throwing it into the comments. Okay.
By the way, you're speaking double, Scratch.
I'm not speaking double. It's the TikTok shit. So good thing that YouTube can't hear that.
Oh,
ever since Trump took over TikTok, it's just been problems. It's crazy.
Have they really taken over TikTok now? That's right.
They're about to. They're about to take over the algorithm, and it's about to be.
This stream is skibbity brain rot. Like, see, that was a tier. That was an A tier comment. No, an S tier comment right there. Okay, a lot of substance. I derived a lot of utility from just like seeing that one. Right. If you're gonna comment, please comment like Jeff G. This stream is skibbity brain rot.
that's so
Do
true.
you have a job? Do you pay taxes? Do you beg full time? I don't have a job right now, but I work full time over the summer and I pay taxes. 3 years from now, you'll realize maybe engage if any of the arguments or make an argument. You guys are getting clowned in your own comments.
Hey,
Oh my
Maggie,
god, there's people criticizing me on the internet? Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
Purple, there's people being mean to me in the comments. What do I do? On the
we're getting
internet.
clowned. We're getting absolutely owned in the marketplace of ideas. I add
Hey.
commentary that questions your worldview. Why don't you come up here, Eddie?
hey MAGA, check out my skin color. And guess what? I have a job, and guess what? I don't pay taxes, motherfuckers. Just letting you know.
That's illegal. Tax evasion.
It's
Yeah.
it's not my fault though. I mean, I get paid, but I get
It's
paid.
Eddie, I
got
think it
it.
is.
It's just cash. Oh wait, hold on. I
Eddie,
can't
what's
flip
up,
it.
man? Agent Joe for.
He has commentary that questions our worldview.
Yeah, this guy wanted me to come up and I have to ask him a deep question. Is
Okay.
it scientifically possible to separate the toilet from the skibbity?
Ooh.
Let's see. Let me try and separate the brain rot from
Oh,
the
no, it
skibbity real
is.
quick. Okay, I think I
It
did
is.
it.
It is. Wait. It is scientifically possible because, like, in Skibbity Toilet, they flush the skibbities down the Skibbity Toilet. So yeah, right?
So it is possible to separate the skibbity from the toilet.
Now we know.
The more you know. Dun, 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 dun,
Thank you,
dun.
Eddie. My worldview has been questioned.
If you're being paid cash, you're supposed to pay taxes yourself. If you make over 500, I make over 500 a year, bro. I worked full time over the summer as a mover. What's your
It's
evidence
not.
that FCC did anything? You can go just look at the FCC chair's statements. Here, I'll pull them up for y'all. Tell what I feel. I
Guys,
feel
Coach
nice.
Israel joined.
I feel nice
That was-
today, so we'll pull them up. We'll pull them up.
That was misinformation, by the way. It's if you get $600 at one time.
I mean, look, we can do
then
this
you
the
have to pay
easy
taxes
way or
on
the
that
hard way.
$600.
Shut up.
These
Shut up.
companies can find.
Shut up.
I mean, look, we can do this the
What do you
easy
mean
way
by
or the
you?
hard way. These companies
Well,
can
no, not
find
you. I'm
ways
just saying,
to
like,
change
yeah.
conduct, to take action,
That's
frankly, on Kimmel, or there's going to be additional
mean,
work
I'm
for
just
the
saying
FCC ahead.
You know, in general.
What kind of action would you see? I, at the very least, would like to have an on-air.
So that's the first clip. Here's the second one.
Anymore. We at the FCC are going to enforce the public interest obligation. If there's broadcasters out there that don't like it, they can turn their license into the FCC. But that's our job. And again, we're making some progress now.
Do you believe, based on the list that you just gave us, that
But the context of that is with Jimmy Kimmel. So he's talking about ABC when it since turned their license in, if you disagree with us. So if you wanted the evidence, there you go. Anything else you want? Ask one question that will not be answered because it runs the logic that Trump hates free speech. Can you name one time Trump had someone put in jail specifically because of their speech? No. I think I can name a time that Trump had somebody put in jail because of their speech. Actually, wait. No, Muhammad Khalil. Actually, yeah, never. Fuck that shit. I can.
Mahmoud.
Mahmoud. Sorry, I don't speak Arab. Okay, Mahmoud Khalil.
Yeah. Big Shrek Goblin wants to.
Yeah, because they
he
detained
wants to
him
debate.
they detained him for literal months without a warrant, and it was explicitly for speech that for his First Amendment right and speech that he was promoting on Columbia's campus. And they actually recently released him, and they gave him preliminary injunction against the government, citing that the actions the government took were against his free speech. So there's
Bro,
one
Jeremiah
person.
Music just owned you, bro. He just owned you. He said you are a young black male, probably enjoying free speech. Congrats.
Probably enjoying.
Oh my god.
How do you feel?
I
being
think
a
your
young black, probably
bro's
male?
lack of fucking intelligence is restricting his free speech. Can't even form a proper fucking
Yeah.
sentence. Oh my
No,
god.
Scratch, you don't understand. Our argument is actually that we don't have free speech anymore. And
True,
that the government will come and arrest us and black bag us if we say anything bad about it.
True.
Obviously.
Wait, shit. I just heard a knock. Oh shit, this is FBI. Give me a sec.
Oh shit! Open up! Open up! You're going to jail for being mean to Donald Trump.
Jeremiah, why is your face all squished into the middle of your head? It's kind of weird.
He's like Charlie Kirk. Don't take that the wrong way.
Oh, wait a minute. I can take that many ways, whatever.
Can I buy your EBT card? No. That's all. We have EBT deals on Sundays, not Saturdays. What did Cocomelon do to these young folks? A lot. There's actually a lot of interesting Marxist. There's actually a bunch of very interesting Marxist principles that you learn from watching Cocomelon. I recommend everybody actually takes a look. It's a good starter before reading Capital. Gave me a good crash course. Not the youth being led the wrong way. Bro,
Black Bear,
bro's like,
Black Bear.
oh
what do
my
you
gosh,
see?
why aren't the youth being led straight into my bed? Instead, they're actually expressing their political ideals online. Damn. Shit is what it is.
Brown Bear, what do you see? A parasitic member of the bourgeoisie. Recent Cocomelon video, just so you guys know. Did you guys see the recent Cocomelon video? Abolish private property.
I
It was
did,
so
bro.
good.
It was so peak. It was so peak.
What? Abolish private. Oh, no way. Yo. That's fantastic.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
I'm not like socialist or communist, but like that's fucking hilarious. I'm so down with it. I'm kind of socialist a little bit.
What
but
the
not like that.
Fuck, I'm
That's
trying to
good
think of
to know.
nursery rhymes. I've Loki forgot all of them.
The tortoise and the comrade. The tortoise and his comrade. They bound together and they overthrew
Yeah.
the people who organized the race.
The tortoise. The comrade said, "Hippity hoppity, abolish private property."
Private property. Hippity hoppity, abolish private property. That's so true.
The tortoise said, "Take it slow. These bourgeoisie need to go."
That's true. The tortoise and the hare actually, the communist version is, they all go. The tortoise and the hare go at the same pace and tie.
True. No, the tortoise is like a reformer, and the hare's a revolutionary.
Is a revolutionary. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a
Wait,
message.
that's it. So like the revolutionary like moves everything super quickly, and then they fall asleep, and falling asleep in this situation would be like, just like, violating human rights and stuff. And then the reformist gets to the ooh. I see.
Do you want reparations and handouts? Yes, I want I want white people to give me money. Which is, by the way, why
That's
haven't
true.
any of you? Why I have not seen, and I know most of you here are old white men. Okay, well, I haven't seen anybody go to my Patreon and give me any money. It's mandatory that if you're white, that you go to my Patreon and you give me $10. Sign up for the $10 a month sponsorship or membership.
That's actually true. I can attest to that.
Okay. So I might have to start banning people if we don't start handing over some reparations.
That's true. That is what reparations is.
There you go.
Bro, no one cares about you. You apparently care enough about me to type an entire comment about it, so maybe you should reflect on your
Bro,
entire life.
nickname just sent you reparations, bro.
I did. I absolutely did.
Thank you,
100%.
bro.
No, of course. Yeah. I
Now
got
you're
mo-
not racist.
Nick, thank you. No, Nick just thinks we've had a conversation with Nick in the past. Nick just thinks I'm one of the good ones. He said I'd be
okay.
accepted into the ethno state.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
my god. Oh god. That shit. That just destroyed me. Oh god. I say that
Crazy
shit
people saying
all
how
the
they
time.
hate. Truth. That is the absolute truth. Say thank you, white man.
Nah, don't
for
do that.
toilet paper. We here like the white man. Thank you, white man, for the toilet paper. We really appreciate it. Thank you, white man, for the water. Yay, the white man. Okay.
Man.
Everyone triggered in the chat.
You
I'm just
gonna-
like, I actually agree. It is so funny. I troll about like reparations. Everybody's like, how dare you? I'm never giving you reparations. Of course, you blackie. You. It's just a word.
What the?
Just a
What
word,
is
bro.
nickname doing, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Why do you
Why
put
do you
out
need
those
that
paper towels, bro?
Okay, look. I went to Costco and I was like, look, things are gonna get more expensive, so I'm gonna buy this shit right now. And I think I'm good for the next couple
Wait, I
weeks.
just real quick. Are you left or right arm dominant? Like, what's your dominant arm?
Right.
Can you show us your left and right arm? Just a quick comparison.
Dude, that was so sad. I can't, like, it's like, dude, I have nothing there. I don't see nothing. Hold. Okay, yeah, my right arm's definitely a lot bigger. Shit.
Definitely up here. Okay, so
That's
where's the lotion stash too?
Look, just because I have a
Silver
bigger right arm doesn't
right
mean that I have lotion next to my bed.
You have a giant right arm and a ridiculous amount of paper towel. So I'm just wondering.
Oh, no. Let me get away from the lotion.
No,
Elite gooning.
the goon
Rank
miser.
gooning. They call me Goon Miser.
Miser.
Whatever
I
I touch.
got.
turns to nut in my clutch. I'm too much.
Oh my god. This guy is such a liberal. Don't call me a liberal. I'm a leftist. I'm a social. Don't call me the disgusting word. No, I'm a socialist.
I'm not a liberal.
Oh? Pronouns steal/stolen.
Fucking pronouns.
Pronouns are big slash.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. That was funny. Okay, fine. Fuck you. That was a good one. Fuck you. Okay.
My pronouns are totalitarian.
Pronouns
Dirty
criminal
place.
/ inmate. Okay, now you're just repeating it. Still funny. All these hillbillies getting trolled. Whites created the best country ever to exist, and I already said thank you, white man. Why isn't my dinner been prepared? I'll get 30 lashes before. That was
All right,
okay.
now we're just being racist.
James, we are trolling too, bro. Chill. It's all just a big joke. True. 30 lashes were nice prayers.
Now we're just doing it for the love.
Now
of the
now
game.
we're doing for the love of the game, bro. Love of the game. That's like Nick Fuentes out here. Bitches be bitchin', okay? Hoes be hoeing. Jews be Jewin'. Nick. Can't finish the
Be
last one.
careful.
It's
You
not. It's
can't-
not. It's not
you can't do
TikTok
an
friendly.
anti-Semitism. If you do an anti-Semitism, Trump's gonna personally come him over and fuck you in the ass.
I love all Jews. I've already sworn my blood oath to Israel. Okay, we're good. I can.
Have you done your 5 Am Israel highs today?
Yes. I'm Israel.
Are you
High.
sure?
Of course, great leader. Why are
offer
12-year-olds
your
talking
eternal
about
support to
politics?
Israel?
You know.
Scratch famous 12-year-old.
True. Look, look. And just for everybody, I know everybody here is really obsessed with 12-year-olds and minors. Okay, I get it. Like, I'm not here to kink shame or anything, but it's a little weird to be
What?
talking about it in my chat.
Yeah, guys, why are 12-year-olds purposely putting Trump's finger on their breast?
That's
Why,
true.
why are they doing that? That's the question.
Bro, we need to stop these 12-year-olds, bro.
I know they're a menace to society.
Bro, they're trying to harass Donald Trump. All of the children want to harass Donald Trump for some reason, bro. It's messed up. It's fucked up, bro.
Can I borrow $20? Oh, that was a pretty subtle anti-Semitism, but I understood it. Okay. Do you think we have a problem in the black community?
That was niche anti-Semitism.
Yes, we have a stealing problem. Yes, there's a giant. The problems in the black community right now are people recognize systemic racism. It does exist. We should recognize it, but the amount of I think there is like some valid concern about people using that as an excuse to say that they can't do anything in their personal lives to improve their own personal situation. I think that is a little bit of a problem.
I think that's the case with the entire left, bro.
Yeah. Just like
We'll say though.
that's honestly, yeah, you're right. Like I hear the same thing with feminists and women. Like, I'm oppressed, I can't do anything. It's all up to the men. Like, no. You also have a responsibility individually.
Like,
to
no,
help
you
yourself.
can do things to improve your own situation. It's just that, like, the amount of effort you have to undergo to improve your own situation is more for less results. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't do
You
it.
shouldn't do it, exactly.
Yeah, see, I would say the stealing
It's
problem.
like electoralism.
That shit started with redlining, bro. That's
Mhm.
I mean, once redlining started, and they created the ghettos. That was it. Like, now it's fucking difficult to get out of that.
I think the problem is no one wants to give me 20. That's what I've been saying, brother, okay? All of you whiteys, crackers in the chat, hand it over.
say that word. It's not your word.
I'm not on Twitch. Can't get me.
You got it. It's
Can't
crackers.
ban me.
Maybe
I'm out.
the
You're
soft
intentionally
A
avoiding
sometimes.
factual comments.
Like if it's in a song.
What factual comments am I avoiding? I literally just
Bro,
look at
all of
chat
the
and I just
factual
been like reading. Wait, what's your thoughts
What
on
do you mean
what's your
by
thoughts on abortion?
comment?
Is that the one you want? Oh, I think abortion.
That is factual. What are your thoughts on abortion? It's a
abortion.
factual comment.
I think he. I don't think he meant factual. I think he meant like less memey comments, just more serious topics.
What do you mean by what? What do you mean by your? What do you mean by opinion?
Oh my god. Okay, opinions on abortion. Abortion is okay to up to 20 weeks. I value consciousness. I don't consciousness in having the actual structures to deploy those consciousness. At about 20 weeks, the fetus has the ability, has those structures that they can then use in the future to actually deploy consciousness. At that point, I would consider them a human being worth having moral consideration. Legally, though, I think abortion should be up to almost like 5 months. I don't know. I think it should be up to the individual. I think there's a lot of good philosophical arguments in both directions, depending who you're talking to and what you're looking at for if a bee is immoral or not. So we should just leave it up to the individual and what they think is right or wrong.
Well, on top of that, after a couple of months, the woman is completely in love with the child already. So
Why do you think unaliving a baby is okay? I don't think unaliving a baby is okay. I just
When
don't.
did he say
I don't
that?
consider a baby to me implies that it is first of all definitionally a baby is something that has been born. Okay, so first of all, like under science, no. Second of all, I wouldn't even consider it something that's worth. I wouldn't consider it a human being until 20 weeks. It's not schmurder. It's nothing. It's like if you planted a seed and you just, while it was germinating, you went and smashed it. I don't give a fuck. It's not a thing that has more consideration. It's not schmurder.
Yeah, there's no real philosophical justification for like the state prosecuting women. Like there's no way to justify that. Like the state shouldn't be able to prosecute women for making an informed medical decision about abortion.
What species is a fetus? Fetuses are humans, but they're not human beings. Human beings, when somebody says a human being, they're saying that it has moral consideration. And they're saying that's like where that's where somebody's like humanity comes in. Like we wouldn't consider somebody's chopped off finger to be a human being, right?
Hey, now I did chop off my thumb. Do you see how it's
True.
sideways? I chopped
Wrong.
off like
Rip
my
Charlie
thumb when I
for
died.
Guys, I'm sleeping in a tent and winter's approaching and cold. My information in my channel description. Please share or donate. That's not the place for that, dude, but I'm just gonna let it slide. You need to be educated, young man. If y'all want to educate me, fucking add me in Discord, okay? Or come on to TikTok request on my panel. Or my Discord name is this exact same as my username on YouTube. Add me in Discord. Hop into fucking Discord and debate me, bro, okay?
Or press this box, that box, or that box, and come up and debate them.
If you're on TikTok.
True.
If you're on YouTube,
Interesting
you can
how
come
no
through
one
Discord.
joined the debate.
Bro made a Freudian slip. I don't even... Did I say child isn't worth having? Or somebody else say that?
I don't think you said that. I think he's saying because you said human, and then you said, well, human being is different, but he's sort of just like leaping on the fact that you said human.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, just because something is human doesn't mean it has moral consideration. To be a human being. Fetuses aren't human beings till 20 weeks. So to be a human being, you have to have consciousness. Or have the structure to deploy it. Bro, you're like 8. I don't get, like, what is people's obsession with children? It's so perplexing to me. Like, I'm not
Every time
kink
people
shaming.
lose a debate, they immediately jump on age, bro.
I'm not look,
crazy.
I'm not kink shaming. but it's a little weird right now. Okay.
Bro said, "Oh, you're like 8, bro." Oh yeah, like bro.
All right, that was a little too real.
Oh well, we're not trying to reenact
That
what
was
they're
a
doing. Like
little
I
too
can,
real.
I already know what they're doing behind the screen. Okay, we don't need to reenact it. Let me debate you on a topic then. Master debater. Add me in Discord.
On a topic.
Or master, sorry, not add me in Discord. Just click on my link tree, go into my Discord, go into the waiting room, and I'll pop it and I'll drag you on the stream. It's that easy.
Yeah, everyone can master debate together.
True. Complete victory for Trump. He won the election. That's true. A heartbeat on a fetus in 4 weeks. Would you, if I had a beating heart that I hooked up to a machine and was beating there, would we consider that a human being? Why the fuck should I care? If somebody's heart is replaced by a fake one, does that consider a human being? Yeah.
Yeah, you can just kill people with prosthetic hearts.
True.
Oh, sorry. You can just unalive
Why
people
with prosthetic hearts? True.
Ooh.
I mean, like,
Say
it's actually just like
word on
intuition pumping. Like, I get you guys are like too fucking IQ and can't think, oh, you know what, maybe there's other reasons why. There's other things other than a
No,
heartbeat
bro.
that would determine if someone's a human being or not that are more important.
Didn't somebody get their heart replaced with a pig's heart? And wouldn't that make them a
Yeah,
pig?
so obviously it's okay to kill that person. Unalive that person. I'm not used to TikTok brain rot speak.
Well,
TikTok brain rot
means that we
speak.
can make bacon out of that person. I think that means we can make bacon out of that person.
That's true.
Oh my god, did they become a cop? They probably became a cop. Alright, that was me, but
Oh, okay. Took me a sec. You're a very funny guy.
I try.
Bro, Scratch, I just thought of something, a crazy question to ask you. Scratch, I have a question for you, bro.
Yeah, what's up?
What's your opinion on Donald Trump?
The greatest president to ever exist.
Okay, so good. You don't have to black bag this one.
Black bag?
Oh no, it's racial.
And are you truly okay with men being in a woman's restroom? How is this not disrespectful to women?
I don't want men to be in women's
But somebody
restrooms. That's
talking about
true.
that, right?
I'm okay with women being in women's restrooms.
But this is why you should only have an abortion if you truly need one, because is he like commenting on something else you previously said or someone said?
I'd love to know what they think of
There's an and. Wait, what is the and to? And you are truly okay with men being in a women's restroom. How is it not disrespectful to women?
Would you rather
Only
trans
should
women
be
be
in
in a
women's
men's
restrooms, so. Okay,
Yeah, would you rather them be in a men's bathroom with your little boys, which they're attracted to?
What?
Boys, men, they're attracted to guys, and you want them to be in the guys' bathroom?
I don't think did anybody here say that men should be in women's restrooms? I don't think that was ever an opinion expressed by anybody.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's ever said that, unless you're advocating for like unisex bathrooms, which like, I guess that's your prerogative.
True. Bro watched Starship Troopers.
But that
like,
wouldn't even be
time.
that, so it didn't matter.
Okay. What is a woman? Your mom.
Scratch, what is a woman?
A woman is somebody who has a
You can't answer
itinerary-
that. But you can't answer that.
Who has an entirely itinerary beliefs, secondary sex characteristics. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's somebody who say, oh, like there's I have like two definitions of a woman. I like my definition. Well, there's two definitions I go by. One my brother made up, and then one I made up. It's the one we made it to. Remember?
What?
The definition I made for what a woman is.
I don't remember, but I think pretty much defining a woman is stupid. I'm a mereological nihilist, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big word.
Yeah, I said a woman is an adult human whose gender identity aligned to the social and cultural role typically associated with females, regardless of her expression of femininity, but not typically aligning with the roles or expressions typically associated with males. Interesting. What does that mean? I'm not breaking that down for y'all because you asked a stupid question. You can think through that yourself.
I think a more
You
appropriate
don't get to
question would
make
be...
up your own definitions. Quite literally, I do. I literally just did.
No, bro, you don't understand. Language is actually dictated by God, and it's given to humans
Are
as
God
specific.
given-
Actually, the Merriam-Webster dictionary is actually God's chosen definition of words.
Nah, actually, it's the Oxford definition. Is God's chosen.
Oh, right. Because, oops. Merriam-Webster is heresy. If you use Merriam-Webster, you're going to hell.
Wait, Merriam-Webster's like Merriam-Webster versus Oxford is like Islam versus Christianity. Okay, Christians are Oxford. Muslims
Exactly.
Are,
What are we doing?
Muslims are Merriam-Webster. Okay. Muslims, yeah, that's right. Okay, people who believe in a Merriam-Webster dictionary, they believe that definitions that are just 9 years old are okay to use.
God, it's heresy.
I know.
It's disgusting.
Definition should be at least 18 years old to use.
Exactly. Unless, of course, your name is Donald John Trump. Did I do a liberal?
Bro. As an atheist,
Is that
I
liberalism?
pray you Trump supporters stops. How do you pray as an atheist? What? As an
Pray to
atheist,
what?
as an atheist, I pray. You immediately messed up, little bro. What?
I pray to science.
I pray
Dear
to
science, please.
Bro prays to fuck, who's the? I don't know.
Don't do the Darwin jokes, bro.
I was gonna do a Darwin joke. I was gonna say bro prays.
Stephen Hawking?
No, Bill Nye. How's that?
Bill Nye? I don't
No,
know.
who's the
You gotta
black?
say, "Oh,
no,
my
no,
science."
no. Who's the black guy who's does all the science shit?
Neil
Space shit.
deGrasse Tyson?
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Bro prays to Neil deGrasse Tyson. There you go.
What in the name of Neil deGrasse,
Neil deGrasse
Tyson?
Tyson? Don't use the Lord's name in vain, little boy. What
Oh,
if I
my
identify?
science.
What if I identify as black? Don't. Okay.
You know what? If you identify as black,
Scratch,
you
where's
should,
the ish?
put
Your
on
ashy
a bunch of
elbows.
makeup to
Actually,
make yourself look black,
I
and then go
put
outside and see what
little
happens.
bro. I put something called lotion on my elbows because I'm a good blackie. I know, but I know if we check those knees right now, they'd be a little ashy. Okay, little bro. So, nice try, little. You can't sleep outside and see the obvious design of this place. What do you call two grown black men pretending to be gangsters with no jobs? Some YN dads? That's not funny. When did your black dad leave? Also
Who
not
was the guy
funny.
talking about like intelligent design?
Where your dad's at? Not funny. Does God poop? Not funny. Itching that dandruff? Also not funny.
Why do you get so many unfunny jokes in chat?
I know, like, y'all, the dad one is like the most common one. To everybody who's he was like 2 fucking seconds from sending, "Where's your dad at, bro?" I've been getting that one for hours now. Okay.
Wait,
I'll be very clear. My dad is over at your mom's house right now. Okay.
no, Scratch. I don't
So
think
all
you
of
get
your
the
mom's
joke,
houses
man.
simultaneously.
You
Huh?
don't get the joke, Scratch.
Oh
You don't
shit!
get the
Wait,
joke.
what's the joke? What's the joke? I
It's
think.
the joke is that your dad is in jail. Because you're black.
I never. Wait, I'm black. Wait. Wait, chat. Press 1 if I'm black real quick. I didn't realize. Chat. One's in chat if I'm black. Just real quick.
I am love Trump from.
Two's in chat if I'm
Hospital
a true whitey.
Psychiatria. Psychiatra. Guga says he loves Trump.
Psychiatra.
Psychiatria. Psychiatria. Hospital Psychiatria. Or is it Psychiatria?
Okay, shut up.
So,
Scott, what is up,
psychiatra.
man? Agent, what you doing for?
Psychiatra.
Scott, what's up, man? Agent, what you doing for?
You on me?
Yes, talking to you.
Oh, that is my name. I changed it. My fault. That actually is my name. Age, 61. State, New York. Buffalo, to be precise. And I voted for Kamala.
It's pretty base, dude. I'm glad you did. I'm not the only crazy person in the world.
I'm not crazy.
I said, God,
The
I'm
man
not the
above us
only
is
crazy
crazy.
person.
Oh, no. The fascist above you, he's crazy. He's nuts. He's a lunatic. He sends our war after, he's doing it in good old Portland. I love Portland. I love Oregon. It's so beautiful and green, and Trump hates everything because it's all blue, right? He's a blind asshole. His little cult members and all them fucktards. You know what the similarity between Michael Jackson and Charlie Kirk is?
What?
They're both fucking dead.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah.
I'm being honest, dude.
Bro, you
That
don't
was
understand, bro.
deep-
He's
that
doing his
was
full monologue.
deeply unfunny. I'm not even gonna lie.
He's doing his monologue.
What
I
do
thought
you-
it was cool. I thought he sounded cool.
What's
I
up?
thought it was cool. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought he
he's
got work.
fucking around, having fun.
Okay.
I just hate Charlie Kirk, so sorry.
Hated.
He's a real piece of shit. And now they're
Why?
gonna make coins. Did you hear this? They're gonna make $1 coins with Charlie Kirk's head on it.
Wait. No. You don't hate Charlie Kirk. You hated Charlie Kirk.
Kirk.
Oh, yeah. You know what? True, you're right. You bang on.
Whoever this is can go straight to hell. I think
Dollar
you would
coin.
obviously
With
agree with me,
Charlie.
Scott, that Charlie shouldn't have been on live though.
What did
Just-
Charlie do for? Yeah, what an idiot.
Wait, Scott, you think that Charlie should? Obviously, Charlie shouldn't have been on live. That's a bad thing. They got on live.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not
Okay,
saying
I want to be clear because I think
No,
YouTube
I'm not
YouTube
saying
chat is getting the idea that you're
no.
endorsing his unlive.
I just think I would say, if he was right in front of me right now, I would say, look at him, and I say, you're the biggest piece of shit. And I would have, because he is.
Bro, Scott, you didn't do your state mandated grieving, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
What the fuck?
That's messed up. You
Hey,
didn't do your
listen,
state mandated mourning.
I didn't buy the souvenirs at his funeral. Who sells souvenirs at a funeral?
Wait, they were selling souvenirs at his funeral?
Oh yeah, no. Did you see his wife at his funeral? She was like stroking his hand and saying like, "The cry of
sold
this widow will be heard throughout the world
souvenirs.
as we slay all of the anarchists
yeah.
and leftists for the glorious fascist regime." Or something like that.
Yeah.
No. His wife absolutely sold.
That is
out.
actually
And then I went-
insane.
It was crazy.
But then
work.
you got to go back
You should
to
watch
when
the
she
video. Go
won
watch the video. It's crazy.
Miss America or some shit when she was 17. Right? She was 17, and Donald J. Trump owned the pageant, and they all loved each other, and it's a bunch of sickness as far as I'm concerned.
What do you think? He touches children.
17 is way too old for Trump. This is
Yeah,
more
true
just-
I
that.
was gonna say, right?
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, the girl that he's holding there, that's more his type.
13, 14. Come here. Come on, boys.
You gotta take the dogs out.
Well, they went out at 7:30, so I gotta go take them out.
Okay, take them.
But what about you?
E equals MC squared. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
E
AGM
equals
says
MC
you
squared. You didn't notice that?
Okay, bro.
Come on. Come here.
I'm a genius of a Glock. There's some relevance. Okay. E equals MC squared.
Where's all of our right people I want to talk to tonight? Where are they all?
I don't
Get a
know.
Frenchie over here.
They're holding a seance for Charlie Kirk.
Ruth. Eagles MC squared, dude. But though, you gonna talk, dude? E?
He's a disciple.
Oh, he left. Okay.
Resurrect him.
Damn. No views,
Censorship.
no bitches, only curry bunnies, French shipping you.
Curry bunnies? Did you just say curry bunnies?
I mean, she's an Indian snow bunny, so.
My gosh,
Wow.
bro. Every time. You should just get. I
Wow.
should just kick you more. I really should just kick you more.
Look, I already got kicked out from Cringe's panel 5 times. Like, please.
Are you
Okay,
French?
fine.
Yes,
Yeah, he's a
I
little.
got clocked. The racism is on point, my friend.
No, it's not on point. He's not quite right. He's French Canadian. It's even worse.
You should just have given him the singular hint that I'm not even French.
I'm trying to see the picture. I see there's. Who's in your picture here? How do you expand
All
that?
my daddies, like all 7 of them. Actually, yeah, 7.
You love Trump, Guga? Guja? Good for you.
Oh my god, I'm tired, bro. I'm getting tired. I don't want to. I need to keep entertaining the people.
I know, man. There's no MAGA in here. I love
there's-
pissing them off.
There's plenty
It's
of
just
Meg in
fun.
the YouTube chat. They're just
Rash.
unwilling.
They're so easy to fucking piss off.
Yeah,
it's
what's
so
up?
much fun.
Just take a Vyvanse, or I don't know.
Just call their orange balloon the buffoon that he is, and oh fuck, they just go nuts. That's
At
sweaty
Scratch,
ass.
I got a week suspension for the Charlie Kirk stuff, dude. You think they're doing censorship stuff already? Oh wow, he just got the Herbalist just got suspended for
I
a
wonder
week.
what would you?
I didn't even say
bought
shit.
at
Some
it?
bitch just reported me for misinformation. Oh, we're doing a reset. Okay. Wait, I'm back. Okay, sorry guys. Multiple people who are on my TikTok panel just got suspended for a week because some people are reporting them. They're making jokes about Charlie Kirk. Okay. Free speech in this economy? True. Oh my gosh. Come on, answer that question, please. I want to hear you answer. What are the 5 things Kamala Harris has done for the state of California and 5 things Tim Walz has done for Minnesota? I don't know, bro. I'm not some fucking policy wizard. Don't ask me. Like, what, am I supposed to give you like an exact? Am I supposed to know this shit? It's like this something I'm supposed to know. I'm supposed to know all of like 5 Kamala Harris's like best policies as fucking AG in California. Like that's something I need to memorize. I didn't realize. She hasn't done anything. Well, that's not true because everybody constantly complains about the policy implemented to keep people from get on parents for not making their kids get to school. That was a policy that she implemented. So she obviously did some shit. I just don't know what she did. At least I can reference like 5 things. That's for sure. Are y'all just gonna sit here and not actually join live? Like some fucking lamos? Uncensored exaggeration is bannable apparently. Be careful. I need to talk to Purple and just understand the TikTok algorithm is just really fucking sensitive. Black women are the most educated demographic in America now, graduating from college in historic numbers, and they're also 75% of master degrees earned. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. Hey, Black brother, conserve here. We love to be in the show. Though, call and debate. Yeah, if you just want to click on my profile and click on my link tree, and you can join the Discord, and you can join. If you join a Discord, then you can get on here and talk to me. Okay, it's that easy. Just click on my bio or click on the description of this live, and click on that link tree, and you can watch me yap. Or be the one yapping, in fact, to the audience. Explain the Overton window. Oh shit. Shift commie boy. Yeah, there's been a major Overton window shift towards the right. There's always the left has always had there's been a major Overton window shift. People who still call themselves like conservatives, and people still are willing to call themselves like Republicans, and believe in like illiberal values at the same time that they're promoting like literal authoritarianism and still supporting Trump. There's been a pretty terrible Overton window shift towards the right wing, and there was one towards the left prior to Trump. If anybody, the Overton window, anybody knows a political compass, it's like you got the 4 axes, like authoritarian, libertarian, left, right. The Overton window is just the window of political ideologies that are deemed acceptable within any given society. So when somebody says the Overton window shift, when I say the Overton window shifted to right, that means more right-wing views became acceptable. Or if I say the Overton window shifted left, that means more left-wing views became acceptable in society. Incorrect explanation. George Floyd is black. Charlie lol. Randy, you're also... Is that really your voice? That is really my voice. You are currently hearing my actual voice. Kamala Harris was literally Attorney General of California. No shit, bro. I said that like 10 minutes ago. That's strike 1, bro. You don't... You're actually like properly a dumb fuck. That is strike 1. One is sitting on fascist. No, not both parties are conservative. That's stupid. Oh yeah, if you click the 3 little things, can you click the... Oh, the link isn't working. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, just navigate to my bio and click on the link. Apparently the links don't work in the description for some reason. I'll try and edit them on YouTube to see if I can get them to work. Yeah, I don't know. They're not working. But yeah, if you want to debate me, dude, please call. Did you join? I don't... I'm in the Discord. I'm sitting in my Discord server. I'm sitting in the streaming room. I don't see you. You need to join the waiting room in the Discord, and then I can get you up there. But if you're not there, I can't do anything, dude. So the concept of extreme left is... Whimsical art best? What the fuck does that even mean? Just more slop comments. Okay. Rap battle? I get him black, y'all. Chat, calm down. Chat is so why y'all zesty as fuck? Like, actually, down bad. They won't give me reasons, bro. They have nothing but crying. So the Dems' chances. How come guys lose every debate? It's not true. We don't lose every debate. In fact, I'm pretty sure Dems. Like, you can look at people like Destiny. You can like look at these more popular streamers. You can go on TikTok. I win plenty of debates. I post on my fucking channel. I just more slot rounds. Are you gonna support your rage bait or just rage bait? I'm not gonna repeat myself 20 million times for a 3-hour stream because you're the 20th chatter that comes in here. Destiny's dumb AF. Why? Bring back 2000 politics. I'm good. Culture war bullshit, and then post 9/11 sounds like hell. Destiny's canceled as an erratic moron. Somebody being canceled means they're a moron. Can you prove why? Why you suck at debating? Okay, little bro. What, did you really say the why to the Destiny comment? Yes, when you make a claim, I would prefer you give evidence. How can you debate anybody on TikTok when it's only a 15-second clip? Is it the only length of your thoughts? No, there's a like guest acceptance. Cause he's black. Oh my fucking god. Every time, y'all. Holy shit. My god. It's insane. Google made the claim, knucklehead? Okay. Oh, I guess I'm crossing up. Buma Patel, what's up, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Good. HM State, who'd you vote for?
25, Florida. And I voted for the American hero, Donald Trump.
Okay. Do you think Donald Trump hates your speech?
Say again?
Do you think Donald Trump hates free speech?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. How do you
I think
hate
he
free
likes,
speech
I
and not
think he
hate
likes
free
it for
speech? Huh?
I think he likes it for himself, but hates it for everybody else.
You know what? I agree with that. Do you still support him?
I mean, I when I say support, that's a strong word. I still like some of his policies, not all of them.
I don't like. Can you give me an equivalent of like on the Democratic side of like Donald Trump, going to Harvard and Columbia and literally saying, and taking away their SEVP certification, ability to enroll students, and their federal funding because they're promoting certain types of speech under campus, or not even promoting, but allowing certain types of speech under campus?
You went to say that again. You went to a campus. Can you
Yes.
speak just a little
Harvard.
bit louder?
In Columbia. He went to their campuses and basically said, hey, if you guys don't promote this certain type of speech that the government endorses, and you suppress this type of speech and beliefs that the government doesn't like, we are going to take away your federal funding, and we're going to take away their SEVP certification,
Yeah,
which
fair,
allows them to
sure.
enroll international students. And when Harvard didn't comply, then they took it away. And Harvard then
Yeah.
sued them they're currently winning in court against the Trump administration on that exact ground. So could you give me like something that's equivalent to the Trump administration doing that?
No, I couldn't give you off the top of my head. I'd have to look
I
into
just at least on the issue of free speech, I don't see like why you would ever support Trump, at least over the Democrats or Kamala Harris.
Yeah, specifically with free speech, I don't agree with him on. I think in terms of like other aspects, or like he did pretty well in his first 4 years. That's why I voted for him. He's obviously doing very poorly in the first 9 months of his term. Football is a game of 4 quarters, as you know, so there is 3 more
Okay,
quarters.
so
to go.
like, why did you vote for him over the Democrats? Exactly.
Yeah, so like I am, I'm more for my beliefs. I'm pro-life. I am against trans ideology, especially in schools. And I know he, maybe not personal beliefs, but I know his team stand up for a lot more Christian values. Where Kamala's a nice lady. Don't get me wrong. I thought she was a really nice person, but her and Biden had more of a liberal view where it's just like trans are supported. He's been on record saying he supports trans ideology. I think it hurts people. He's been on record.
Could you name like a policy implemented under the Biden administration surrounding at least like social issues like trans stuff that hurt people?
I think the fact that maybe not so much social, but like pumping it into schools and not trying to ban it. Whereas
How did Biden pump it into schools? What did he do?
Just by doing nothing. By
doing-
allowing schools to do whatever they wanted.
By allowing,
Not
so
spe-
has Trump done
not-
any action to? Did Trump
Well,
do
he
any
has,
action
he's
under his
done-
first administration? Did he ever advocate for banning
In the
it? Or was that part of his
I
campaign?
I could probably find quotes where he spoke up against it. Yeah.
Just do you think do you care about somebody speaking up against it like
I do.
ideologically, or do you care more about somebody doing action?
I mean, policy is good too.
Like you
But
can't
isn't
name
he-
any policy points either on Biden or seemingly Trump's side, but then you completely and
He
seemingly
is.
fully acknowledge the
I
fact
mean,
that Trump is
isn't he
actively taking
fighting it?
policy action to suppress
Isn't he-
speech. Like I think you would care more about somebody taking actions to suppress speech
I mean, I care about
rather
both,
than their
but
like
isn't he
individual
right now
political
speaking up?
beliefs
I
that
thought
they're
there
not
was a
actually
policy a little
enacting
bit
through policy.
that speaks up against it. Let me look up. See, there's a policy. I thought there was a policy.
Do you
that
think it's a
comes
little bit
against it.
concerning that you're having to look up
Do you
something
just-
to
do you
justify?
just- do you just monologue?
No,
Sorry,
I'm asking.
just
Do you think it's a
monologue,
little
everybody?
concerning I have to look up something right
you
now
want to-
to
do you want
justify
to
who you
debate or
voted
do you
for
want to
in the
monologue?
last presidential election?
Scratch. You've literally not. Let's. By the way, buddy, I debate your brother quite a bit. He is a no offense. Learn from him. He actually stops and lets other people speak. You just
He lets
monologue
people
all the time.
overtalk him, and when they're being dishonest, okay. And I'm asking a
You
very
just-
relevant question. Asking a very relevant question.
Scratch. You
I
don't.
don't.
You're
I
obviously-
literally
you're
don't give
obviously
a
your
fuck. dude.
brother's younger brother.
I
because
don't
you
give.
not
I
allowed
literally
you to
don't
stop
give. I
talking.
don't give a fuck.
Scratch. Do you want a debate or not?
I don't give a fuck about like
Scratch.
me over
You're
talking.
you're being just a bit of an idiot now by just talking over everybody. So
No,
I'm gonna
no,
drop,
I'm not.
but learn to debate next time because you're very poor at it.
Interrupting is an integral part
you're
of
very
debate.
poor at it, bro.
Huh?
Dude, you're just not very good at
Do
debating.
you think? I just
It's
want to
just
say.
called
Do you think
mono-
coming?
know what
Do you think
monologuing
coming up
means?
here? Wait. Do you
Yeah,
think
again,
I just want to
you
ask you.
talked
Do you
over
think
like
coming up
18
here, not
times,
having
okay.
any kind of
You're kind of
policy
a
to
bitch at
support why you
debating,
voted for
just learn to
somebody,
be
not
better
having
at
any
debating.
policy for why you voted for somebody, and then when you're losing the debate, say that they're monologuing them. You're I'm monologuing. Do you think that's winning a debate? You think you're winning in that scenario? When you come up here and can't give me a single policy justification for why you voted for somebody in the last presidential election, you have to look it up, and then telling me I'm monologuing, do you think that's winning a debate? Yeah, bro just left. Make democracy great. Let's see if you actually come up here. Robert, AGM State, who'd you vote for?
28 Trump.
Are you the same person?
No.
Okay.
You have an echo, by the way.
I have what?
You have an echo, like a reverb.
Oh, it's not an echo.
Oh, okay.
It's a TikTok. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think that Trump hates free speech?
Free speech, no.
Yes. No. Okay. Do you think that somebody who says he's going to take away the visa status of immigrants who go out and protests, which is protected under the First Amendment and is a form of free speech, do you think that person probably dislikes free speech?
Can I flip the question back on you
Yeah,
as
go ahead,
someone
man.
who was actually an international student? Do you think that international students have complete First Amendment rights?
No.
Okay, so where's that reservation?
They have the right. They do have the right to protest, though, and that
on anything and do everything.
yes.
I mean, yeah, they have the right to.
As long as they're
I
not,
mean,
as
everyone
long as
has-
they're not providing material support to any like terrorist organization or not committing some kind of crime during the protest, they have the full right to
well,
protest.
you'll then recall that the Trump administration specifically outlined.
I was talking about a specific.
They were of the opinion that the individuals were supporting Hamas.
Yeah, so I was talking about a specific quote that Donald Trump made at a sponsors dinner, where he said that he's going to take away the visa status of immigrants who go out and protest. He didn't say violent protest. He didn't say if they do it in
can you
committing
find
crime.
that
He just
for
said
me?
protest.
Can you find that full quote for me?
Yes.
Please? So what did he say before that? What did he say after that kind of thing? I think that's going to provide additional context that we actually need.
Give me a sec. One thing I do is any student that protests, I throw them out of the country. You know, there's a lot of foreign students. As soon as they hear that, they're going to behave. That's a quote.
Could you read the quote again? Sorry.
Yeah, one thing I do is any student that protests, I throw them out of the country. You know, there's a lot of foreign students. As soon as they hear that, they're going to behave.
Okay, so protest about what? Like, what are we insinuating? Like, right? Because it's not just any type of protest.
He just said protest. There's
You
no.
and I can. I'm assuming you and I can specifically kind of pinpoint exactly what he's talking about in that instance, right?
He's just talking about protests in general. And
He's not just
immigration
talking about
tax.
protest. He's not
Yes.
just talking about protests in general.
Did,
no.
what other
Because-
context
because
to that?
what did
What
the
other
federal-
context of that quote would
what
say
did the
that?
federal government do, right, initially when they stepped in, right? You specifically mentioned they stopped the SEV program, and it's actually the CVIS program, SEVIS.
No, this is the SEVP program specifically.
Yeah,
that's
so-
that's certification for schools, but I'm not talking about that. That's a different situation at Harvard.
So,
I'm
it's-
talking
it's-
about. I'm asking you about what specific context around the quote that I just mentioned would give you the impression that was anything but just protests.
So let's look up what the law actually says, right?
Can you answer that question?
So I'll ask you. Yeah, I mean, they're allowed to do this, right? Like,
No.
why aren't they allowed to?
Immigrant.
to
So okay, what is
why-
the
why aren't
supreme?
they
What is the
allowed to
supreme?
revoke
What is the
visas?
supreme
Hold on,
law of
hold
the
on,
land
what
in the
is-
United? What is the supreme law of the land in the United
Why-
States? Just real quick.
Constitution. my bad.
The Constitution. Great. Okay.
Yeah,
You
so-
acknowledge that immigrants, including ones here on visas, student visas, have First Amendment rights, specifically the right to protest.
Well, so I literally asked you a simple question: do they have complete First Amendment rights? Right? There's a difference.
Yeah, and I literally said no, they don't, but they still. And then I said that, but the restriction in First Amendment
So-
rights doesn't take away their right to protest. So
No,
whatever restriction. So
anyone
no, I just
has-
want to be clear. I just want to be clear. The restriction that you're trying to like butt in here is irrelevant to what we're talking about. I just want to be very clear.
How is it irrelevant when we can look at the actions of his administration, what actually got implemented, right?
It's irrelevant because immigrants still have
Because
the right
he's
to
not just
protest, and I'm
speaking-
talking about the specific quote, and you're trying to bring other things into it that aren't relevant to the specific argument I'm trying to make. That's why. So once again, do you acknowledge that immigrants have the right to protest?
Restricted, yes.
How is it restricted? In what sense?
So for example, right, like what is allowed is an international student on a visa in the U.S. is legally allowed to attend protests, rallies, and demonstrations as long as they're peaceful and lawful, right?
Correct. Yes.
When-
No, we already went over this.
Now,
of course.
Now, obviously, right, we have brains over here, right? Let's just not like assume
Okay.
he's saying.
So
"Look,
I'm glad we acknowledge they have the right. They have that right. Okay. So you also, I'm pretty sure when you say look at the law, you were talking about the fact that the Trump administration has broad discretion to take away immigrant status.
for certain students who have done certain actions, yes.
Yeah. Okay. But you acknowledge that they can't take away
you
people's
agree with that,
status
though,
for
right?
they can't take away people's
Hold on, hold
status for things that are
Correct.
protected under the Constitution. You would also acknowledge that, correct?
We have to establish a baseline, right?
Okay.
You'll agree that there has been a specific action that this administration has undertaken, which has been temporarily pausing or revoking certain visas of individuals who were found at certain protests, correct?
Yeah. I don't know how that's relevant to the specific quote though.
Well, it's 100% relevant, right? Because you're specifically talking in general terms, as Trump generally does. But you and I both know we judge it based off of the actions of an administration.
I think the actions.
trying to
Remember,
negate- you're trying to
the
negate
statement I'm
those
talking about is that
actions
Trump
by the
hates free
administration,
speech.
right?
The
And so
statement.
that's what I'm
Wait,
trying
just
to
give me
highlight.
just give me a sec. The
So,
statement.
for example,
The actual prompt. The actual prompt is about Trump's belief that Trump hates free speech. It's we can use actions and quotes. So what I'm trying to do and what you're trying to do is say, hey, look at the broad action or look at what the administration's doing because they're confined by the law. And I'm like, okay, but look at what Trump is actually saying. And I want to completely focus on that. So we acknowledge, okay, Trump in his quote doesn't make a distinction between protests and protests were just violence. He just said protests, and he's saying he's going to take away the status of immigrants. That is wholly and completely unconstitutional. You can't just take away the status for immigrants doing First Amendment for doing protests because that's protected under the First Amendment.
So, okay. So you are aware of the type of visa status that international students generally hold, right?
Yes.
So you'll agree that they are conditional. Yes?
Yes.
Meaning that they can be revoked.
Yes, but
Right,
they can't
so-
be revoked for unconstitutional reasons.
All right. So when this administration took away, right, international students' status, right,
Yes.
their visas, why did they say that they were taking them away?
Why did they say they were taking
They
them
gave
away?
a reason. They gave a reason, right? And you're talking to someone who's actually been on an international student visa, which is why I
Well,
love.
they would say to the courts and
Yeah.
say to the law that we're taking them away because they're promoting violence or they're giving some kind of like or actually no, they wouldn't even say that. No, because with the Muhammad Khalil one specifically, it was like 6-7. They would just say they have broad discretion to deport them. That was all they would say.
Well, with that individual that you're specifically referencing, right? The administration actually was under the impression, and they tried to legally prove that he was actually supporting the H group.
That's
which
actually
is
not true. If you read the actual court, that's not true. If you read the court documents, they specifically say that he's not acting within the interest of the United States, and that the Secretary of State then has the ability to deport them. Broad
Right,
discretion.
and
They
they
don't say that
specifically-
once, but they're not saying that he was part of Hamas. That's not what they didn't even try and prove that in court.
They did, right? Because they said, right, the interest of the United States by referencing the H group.
No,
Right? That's
they
what
actually
they'll
did.
do
If you, wait,
when they
just
revoke
be
the
clear. Wait, just be clear. Have you ever looked over the Mahmoud Khalil's case? Like, just be honest.
No. I
I've read the
haven't
court.
looked
I
at it.
have. I've actually read the
I've
court
heard-
documents. That's why I can tell you things like
Okay.
when he was initially arrested, and this was just found out a little bit ago. He didn't even have they didn't have a warrant, administrative or judicial, right? And at the same, and he still had his legal permanent residency at the same time, right?
Right.
So if you look at the actual court documents, they're not saying he's part of Hamas. He's saying that him being at the protest and him specifically spouting the beliefs that he was spouting was very specific, was against the interest of the United States. And under the INA, there's a clause, I think it's like 637 under the section about like what makes an immigrant deportable, that allows them to revoke their status and then deport them. And the judge ruled that that specific thing violated, and that's why Muhammad Khalil got released, violated his First Amendment rights.
So, in that court case, right, it
Yes.
literally talks about the administration using a rarely used provision of immigration law, right? That's authorized under whatever position Rubio has, that allows for the removal of non-citizens who present or actions are considered to have serious adverse foreign policy consequences, right? That is literally what is what
Okay,
is there.
that doesn't. I just want to be. I just want to be. I want to
Yeah.
be very. I want to be very clear. That doesn't mean you're not against free speech. Okay, and that also doesn't mean you're doing it for reasons in Hamas. That could just. That simply means like you. Right. The administration's reason was Mubarak Khalil was promoting ideology which is adverse to the United States. That ideology and him promoting it is still protected. Is still protected under the First Amendment. That's what the judge said. That's why Mubarak Khalil got released. And them doing that action is against the First Amendment. I think absolutely in that case demonstrates that they are against free speech.
Yeah, so I I agree that international students can practice free speech with limitations, right? I think we both agree on that, right? And I think this administration has been very consistent that unlike other previous administrations, they're actually going to enforce immigration law and hold it to the highest standards, right? That's simply what this administration is doing, regardless of how you want to look at it, right? Because you can still have international students protest, right? And they face no consequences as long as it's lawful and as long as it's peaceful.
But they did face consequences. Mubarak Khalil faced consequences when he was lawfully protesting.
But we know why.
The international the Muslim girl who simply wrote in a newspaper an article detesting Israel, not promoting any violence, not promoting anything like that. She got punished for using her free speech. Harvard, in general, got punished for using and allowing people to use their free speech. Trump. The quote that I read to you from Trump. The quote that I read from you from Trump was him advocating to do unconstitutional actions. That's the thing that you're not understanding right now.
Okay, just a point of clarification. Khalil's case hasn't been dropped, first and foremost.
Yeah, that's
right?
not what I said.
Well, you said he lost the case. The administration lost the case.
No, I said they're losing the case.
How are they losing? How do you lose a case on an
So
ongoing?
losing versus lost a case. When I say when I say someone is losing a case, that usually means a couple things. That means a couple of things. At least in this situation, one, Mubarak Khalil has been released, right? Because his
From
detainment
where?
was unfair.
From where? From detention.
From
right?
detention,
the
correct?
detention
Because
facility.
the judge determined that his release was restricting his First Amendment rights, and two, they issued a preliminary injunction against the Trump administration and for what they're doing. And in a preliminary injunction, that means the judge thinks that you are likely to win on the merits of the case. So that's what I mean that when someone is losing a case, if once a preliminary injunction is usually issued, that means the judge is literally saying you probably have the better position in this legal
but
battle.
that's not the reason they let him out of the detention facility, right? There was two reasons. One, it was that he posed no flight risk or risk of leaving the United States, and then the second one, what was the second reason why? Yeah, I'm blanking on the second
The
reason.
preliminary injunction and the free speech.
But yeah, the second reason is that they
Yes.
found that there was no convincing evidence that Khalil posed like a flight risk, right? And so
You just repeated yourself, but okay.
right, I realized that, right? Like that was the main reason. I thought there were two, but that's the
There were.
main reason why he was allowed to be released, right? They don't rule on anything else in those.
That you didn't contest like anything I just said. When
Right, because-
you understand when a preliminary injunction is issued, that means the judge is saying you're likely to win in the merits of the case. You acknowledge that.
Can you repeat that?
When a preliminary injunction is issued in your favor, that means that the judge that suspects that you're going to win on the merits of the case. You acknowledge that, correct?
Sure.
Okay, so when
I mean,
it's
I'm not-
issued,
I'm not-
so
I
when
don't even know-
Mubarak Khalil has a
I
preliminary
don't
injunction
even
issued
know if
against the
I
government
can-
in their favor,
Yeah.
that it's an indication that the Trump administration is losing the case. Correct?
No.
That's not
no.
That's not a fair thing to look at. No.
The legal definition of why why an injunction actually takes place is grounded in the First Amendment, right? Which in that instance, or his instance, it's specifically asserting that Khalil's detention likely violated his speech.
Oh my
rights.
God, okay, that's such a red herring to what I was talking about. If the judge who is overseeing your case thinks that you are likely to win on the merits, is that probably an indication that you're winning your case?
It's neither, right? It's specific. It's a specific.
If the
rule.
judge of the case that is overseeing your case thinks that you are likely to win in the merits, that's not an indication you are winning your case.
No, right? Because he's facing separate deportation proceedings still, right? Which is the main overarching theme of which this administration wanted
That's
to
not what I said. I never said he wasn't still facing deportation proceedings. I never said that the case was over. I just said that when the judge who was overseeing your specific case, says that you are likely to win in the merits, that means that you are winning that current court case. I think anybody can agree to that.
It doesn't mean that he's right. You can have many certain injunctions that are specifically ruled upon, right? Like, so for example, right, you can get arrested for DUI, right? And then you're going to see a judge, and the judge will basically say whether you can get released or whether you're going to stay in jail, right? Like there's many different reasons for it, and you're just
You
like
literally
negating
just you already acknowledged that when a preliminary injunction is issued, which is different than Mubarak Khalil getting released. Remember, both happened. Preliminary injunction and he got released when preliminary injunction is issued. It is also one of the reasons, or one of the things that has to be demonstrated, is that you're likely to win in the merits of the case. And when a judge grants you that, that means they think that you are going to win on the merits of that case. And that is an indication if you're winning. So I don't know why you keep going back to he got released from prison. That's definitely one of the things that's an indication. But the main thing is the preliminary injunction, because that means that the judge thinks that you are likely to win the case.
We'll agree to disagree on that, right?
My fucking god, are you like? If you're, I just want to be clear. If you're actually too retarded to understand that when the judge that is overseeing your case literally thinks that you are likely to win on the merits, that is an indication. That is an indication that you are winning the case and the other side is losing. I don't like that's a completely fair description of any court case. I think any reasonable person would be able to see it. And the fact that you don't want to acknowledge that because you just want to like die in this like arbitrary hill, like I don't. It's such an easy point to concede, bro. Like, come on, dude. It's so dishonest. Okay. Well, I hope you can acknowledge the fact that Trump's quote that I read out, just taken as it is against the Constitution. I hope you understand that. Robert?
It's an immigration law matter, right? Like, is what you're specific.
Oh my gosh. If the quote that Trump said is against the Constitution, because he's not specifying violent protests, he's just saying protests in general, and he's saying he's going to get rid of status of immigrants for expressing rights that are protected under the Constitution.
Dude, most people can use reasoning, and you're trying.
I literally just used reasoning to tell you why it's unconstitutional.
No, you've been smiling at it because you know that you're not using reasoning. Right?
I always smile. I smile constantly.
It's like Trump saying, "Oh, Jerome Powell should be fired." Oh, we know why Jerome Powell should be fired, right? We know why he's saying Jerome Powell should be fired, right? It's not just like he's calling. Like, we know he's called for many different things, and we know based off of what Trump has said about these protests why he specifically made that reference, right? You'll agree with that. You have to. Like, if you're a logical individual, you have to agree with it. If not, then so be it. But
yeah, Trump literally says Jerome Powell should be fired, and if he could, I guarantee he would. And once again, this is kind of problem. There's two levels. There's two levels to this argument. There's what does Trump believe in? If Trump had the power to, he would absolutely violate those people's free speech. That's completely true. And in two, what is he legally bound to? And in three, even though he's legally bound to, like, still support these guys' rights, he's still violating them. He still violated Mubarak Khalil's rights. He still violated the girl who like wrote an op-ed against Israel. He still violated Harvard and Columbia's First Amendment rights.
No, right? That's not what the court ruled, right? It might be what you feel, but it's not what the court ruled, buddy.
The court issued a preliminary injunction against the Trump administration in the Harvard case too.
Yeah, what was the reasoning then?
Because they were going after their First Amendment rights.
Dude, this is wild. This
is not wild. This is the actual court case. Do you know anything?
Yes, I know that, right? When you specifically talk about the injunction, right, you're being biased in the way that you speak about it, which is sad, right? Because
I'm
this
not. That's exactly the judges were. I can probably actually pull it up
Okay.
here. It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
pull up his actual wording where he says.
No, I'll pull up the judges' wording. It's not good.
That's what I'm referencing, right? Pull up the judge's wording where he specifically says that.
It's a
right
she, by the way, you misogynistic pig. But
Okay. My bad. Yeah, that doesn't make you misogynistic, right? Making a mistake.
it's a joke. bro.
Democrat.
Calm down.
I know. But yeah, you'll have to like at least see that side of things, right? I mean, you
The
can.
government's
you can
misplaced
think-
efforts to control a reputable academic institution and squelch diverse viewpoints, seemingly because they are, in some instances, opposed to administration overview, threaten these rights. To make matters worse, the government's attempt to accomplish this, at least in part, on the backs of international students with little thought to the consequences of them, or ultimately to his own citizens. And George Washington said, if freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. George Washington addressed the officers of the army accordingly. For those reasons said above, the plaintiff's motion for a preliminary injunction is granted. Like, I'm just right here. The judge was explicitly saying they're granting it because of free speech reasons.
Wait. Can you read that free speech part?
If free speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like the sheep to the slaughter. George Washington. The judge cites George Washington talking about why free speech is important, and in the last paragraph of the preliminary injunction before they say it's granted. I think that's pretty damning for the Trump administration. Do you not?
I mean, I think it's more of a legality basis, right? Because wait, did the Trump administration specifically reference? Wait, what does the Harvard case have to do with free speech, though?
The entire case is over free speech. Because what the Trump administration was doing is saying, okay, you need to suppress these certain viewpoints on your campus, really pro-Palestinian ones, and then Harvard said, fuck off, and then they took away their federal funding and SEVP certification.
Wait, I thought it was that they didn't want to provide the information of individuals.
No, if you
under
actually,
the
that was
SEVP
part
program.
there's actually two parts of the case. So there's the free speech
Okay.
part, and then there's the there's like violations of administrative rules. If you actually look, I actually went through and I looked through it. Harvard literally provided everything the administration asked. Literally everything. You can go read the emails. They're posted in their own.
I was under the
way.
impression that it was because of the like not providing
Yeah,
information.
you got lied to by Trump administration. They tend to do
Well,
that.
I didn't get
But I
lied
want
to.
to be very clear.
Didn't look
Even
further into
if the Trump administration's stated goal, right, is we're doing this because we're scared that certain people are international threats to the country. They're doing that and then doing it with a careless disregard for the violations of free speech that they consistently do along the way is still to my point. It still proves they don't care about free speech. The Trump administration doesn't care and doesn't respect these people's free speech. It's obvious in their actions. They consistently violate them. We have multiple court cases in which they are winning on this exact thing, right? We have Trump himself expressing the viewpoint of literally violating these students' First Amendment rights when it comes to protesting. Like, it's so obvious, blatant, it's in your face. But Trump literally said, literally doubled down on Pam Bondi's comments, like not even a couple days ago, about hate speech.
Yeah, I'm finding it funny because
You just sit there and laugh when I like give you all the facts and like, there's just not enough context, bro, and like something random, bro.
I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy to say that an administration is anti-free speech just because they're looking out for the interests of its national interest.
They're
right?
doing it in a way that violates free speech. Yes, they don't care. If they
Well,
cared
you-
enough, they care to take the time to make sure they're not violating people's fucking rights when they make sure to look out for the interests of the American people.
Robert, you can just look at history. The Nazis went after free speech to defend the national interests. Like they will do it for their national interests.
Annoying. I hate to break it to you, but every government and administration has done this.
Can you find anything comparable to the Biden admin or Obama?
Yeah, sure.
I swear to God, if he's about to mention Missouri versus the United States. Also, I don't understand, even if the other administrations did go after free speech, it doesn't challenge the fact that Trump is against free speech. They're just normalizing it.
It's not normalizing, right? An administration has a responsibility to specifically protect its nation, right? To
Yeah,
act in
part of,
the
is
best
part of that
interest.
making sure that you operate within the bounds of the Constitution.
1000%, right? Which is
Okay,
why
so
we
you're
have
not
the courts
protecting
to
your
look.
nation when
Which is
when you violate free speech in the to protect your nation. That's not doing
well,
that.
no.
You're acting in the opposite interest.
The issue I have with your guys' argument is you guys are thinking that like they're taking away free speech, yada yada yada, but like they're anti-free speech, right? This administration has been successful in deporting individuals that have been correctly deported.
Yeah, and they also failed multiple times to the Supreme Court.
Guess
Just
what?
this year.
Many administrations failed to the Supreme Court.
Okay, find me anything comparable to the 238 people that were sent to Seattle, because I think I can mention 5 different ways that they broke the law in one night.
Sure, go ahead. Name those 5.
Okay, they broke. Basically, it's on breaking an article because they unconstitutionally declared the Alien Enemies Act. They went against Judge Boasberg, which put a TRO on planes, and they still sent the plane. They broke the 14th Amendment by not giving them due process under the INA and AEA. One of them had a withholding order of removal to El Salvador, which they broke. And which one am I forgetting? There's a 5th. Yeah, like there's 4 ways at least. Like I'm forgetting one. Oh yeah, they broke. I'm pretty sure they also broke international law.
This is hilarious. So the individual specifically under Obama was Mohammed Katanani, right? He was deported. He was a Palestinian imam in New Jersey, and right there targeted his deportation, and it was escalated under Obama actually, right, for unsolicited ties to Hamas, by the way. So like I'm saying, right, you have to look at all administrations. You're just specifically looking at Trump because the news and all your friends probably tell you to, right?
What?
But if you actually do your logical research, you'll find, right, that that this happens under every administration.
Wait,
There was hold on. There were even individuals, right, that were specifically deported, right? And
ties to
case,
Hamas.
hold on. There were individuals who got deported, right? Their court case literally went up to the Supreme Court. Right, and they ruled that Biden's administration, they ruled that Obama's administration wrongfully deported individuals, right? So if you're saying that this is a new phenomenon that we're seeing this year, I'm sorry, you're just wrong.
Which
on that.
individuals? Which individuals?
I can find names again, right? Like
Name the case. Go ahead, name.
You said it went to the Supreme
And
Court.
by the way, naming one person out of 200 and what? How many? Again?
Name 2 individuals.
238,
Name another individual, right, who Trump has specifically taken away their free speech, as ruled by the courts, regarding immigration. I bet you can. Oh, because the
Can you say
news
that
from
again?
MSNBC told you to. That's why.
No, can you say that again? I didn't hear.
Can you name another individual who's been wrongfully deported by Trump or wrongfully detained by Trump because of free speech and their support for Palestine?
Yeah, I know that there's
What's the name? I need a name. Right, that's how you guys
They
are
tried to
rolling.
deport Mahmoud Khalil based on.
Okay,
his-
we already discussed
Rameza
So
or
there's already
Turks?
one. Do you agree, Robert?
What?
Huh?
There's at least ones. Then they went after one.
Yeah, I'm trying to pronounce her name. Eska Ozturk. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Something like that. Yeah.
Zukli.
So.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, look, you guys are wild for saying that this is like something that is brand new. It's not.
I don't. Wait, did I say that?
Nobody said
No,
that.
no, I'm just
But,
saying.
like
right?
you're assigning positions none of us ever took.
Well,
What the fuck?
wouldn't your backdrop then more accurately say than the United States federal government? has
I don't
free
know.
speech?
Maybe it's more relevant to talk about the current administration than Obama.
So what does your top right mean then? right? How is America effed?
Yeah, I think it's pretty F because of Donald Trump.
Oh my gosh! See, this is what I mean. So you're saying all of the issues that you're specifically advocating?
Yeah, but
for
I
is
just
a
want to be
result
clear.
of Donald
It's dishonest of you to come into debate and then assume positions.
Well, it's not dishonest, right? When your whole premise of everything is related to Trump, it doesn't have any individuals about any previous presidents.
It's because it's Trump's administration. Yeah.
It might be Trump's
It's
administration.
dishonest of you to
right?
come into debate, not know my positions. Obviously, I'm going to be talking about the more
positions,
relevant
right?
thing, and then assign that I have a certain position. That is dishonest.
Yeah, I know your position, right? It's also
You knew it because
dishonest.
I just
It's also
told you it.
dishonest of yourself to specifically also kind of reference when Trump speaks about like protesting, thinking about it in a general sense.
No,
right?
it's
We can also
not.
admit
He
that that's-
talks like
Oh my
no.
gosh.
It's not dishonest of me to reference that.
Dude, the court.
What's dishonest? No, what's dishonest is for you to say, "Here's some context that was actually never there." Oh, sorry. Oh shit! Somebody was in the waiting room. Somebody was
yeah,
actually in the
Noah.
waiting room. Oh shit. Okay.
Sorry,
well.
Noah.
Sorry. What's dishonest is people is to say, okay, I see that Trump
It's
said
the-
this, but if there's this context that I'm adding on arbitrarily, that makes what he's saying sound way less worse. Okay. And I don't actually have any evidence that he was believing or thinking this at the time. We only have what he said, but I'm just gonna sign this because
Well, you
it's
can
gonna
generally
be to my
overtake
narrative.
it by his actions, which most logical individuals would do, which you're refusing to do.
We're talking about his belief of
Oh my
free speech. That's literally what the prompt is about. And second of all, even if here's the two scenarios, right? Trump
Yeah.
says that. Okay, he's only talking about violent protests. Why is he only talking about violent protests? Because the administration's only referencing violent protests, but at the same time, his
He hasn't
administration has a
only
careless
mentioned
has a
violent
careless
protests.
disregard when he actually enforces this. Give me a sec. When he actually enforces this law and ends up violating people's freedom of speech, anyways, which would actually be to my point, which he doesn't care about free speech. He's willing, because the entire thing is like, hey, I'm willing to trample over these people's rights to free speech if it means I can protect my country more. And you're like, oh, well, the reason he's doing it is protect his country. Yeah, and in the process, he doesn't care if he violates people's freedom of speech.
So how was Mahmoud Khalil's case about free speech alone?
Marco Rubio said in a memorandum explaining his deportation that basically his speech, his protest was going against the United States
foreign
policy goals.
Yeah, it's a foreign policy law, not
Exactly.
Not,
No,
Well,
it's
and
not
the-
his speech. No,
It's
wait.
literally-
Wait. His speech was
No,
damaging to foreign policy goals of the Trump admin.
Yes.
So annoying. You will agree, right? And they specifically reference this, and I can pull up the actual rarely used example of this, where an administration says, right, someone acting in a certain way is an issue in regards to foreign policy law, right? That's how they referenced it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his speech was bad. That's what they said.
Not just his speech, right? It wasn't the protesting or anything.
Yeah, it was. That's what they said.
It was more than that, right? It was the
Okay,
actions.
what else?
It was the actions.
Which
It was-
actions?
I just realized that me doing that looked like a Schmittler salute.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Robert. You say actions. Be precise.
I
What?
always knew it.
Okay.
Because some actions are speech. Protesting is an action, but also speech.
Yeah. So what the federal government had to prove, and what they actually, gave to the court, is that they had support, or they wanted to prove that he had support or had ties to organizations that were flagged under foreign policy law.
Which
That's
they
not
failed
true.
to.
That's
First of all,
actually not
and
true.
Noah,
That's
in
not
the
true. That's
Bible,
what they're advocating.
100%. Okay. So, like, if you actually
You
look at
literally,
the
I was
protest-
okay. I want to
I-
clear. You literally admitted to not reading the court case during
Yeah,
this
and I just
conversation.
looked
So
it
I don't
up
know
right
why
now.
you're.
It
I don't know why
literally-
you
it
keep
literally
making like actual claims about what was
Wait,
in
I
it.
just realized he's talking about the legal defense once it went to court. They did not expect that it will go to court. That's why when they wrote the memorandum, they said, that's why I'm doing it. He didn't say, oh,
Yes.
it's because Mamoudzou took illegal actions. They're not doing the claims or he broke the law like they did in court.
They were doing yes.
In
It
the
was broad,
memorandum,
they were
it has
saying
nothing to do
the
with
Secretary of State
criminal
has
action.
broad discretion to deport this person because his speech is against foreign policy interest. But the way that you apply that law, even the oath, that is true. It is true that the Secretary can do that. The way you apply law has to be constitutional. And the speech that they were saying
No,
was against
no,
foreign policy
no.
interest was protected under the First Amendment.
The Trump administration literally used the argument that Khalil allegedly provided support to organizations flagged
You're literally you're falling for it. There's a
Yeah,
you,
it's
oh, wait,
a-
wait,
it's a
you
po-
you
it's a
understand it? Wait,
post-hoc
I just want to be clear. They actually
rationalization.
wait. I just want to be clear. In all these legal documents, there's a difference between what Marco Rubio and Pam Bondi and all these people came out and said the reasons they were doing it, and the actual thing they filed.
Okay, so who's do you want me to stick to? And I can stick to whoever's.
Muhammad Khalil. And I just want to be clear here. We're taking opinions. I just want to, we're taking true claims from somebody who didn't even read the case. So I just want to be very clear.
I want to also be clear that I read the case when you told me to, right? So I didn't read the full thing, right? I read parts of it, which is why I'm.
I
referencing
literally
the full
asked
policy.
you. You said no. Okay, so this is just now you're going back and coping. Okay, bro. That's fine.
No, it's not
you
coping,
already
right?
admitted.
So it literally says here, Khalil was detained under provision of the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952, which allows for deportation if a Secretary of State determines that an individual's presence in the United States could have serious adverse foreign policy consequences. The Trump administration invoked the statute, citing Khalil's pro-Palestine activism as a potential
Yes,
threat
his
to U.S.
speech.
foreign policy interests. No,
His speech, yes, his pro-Palestinian activist was literally his speech. You're actually so retarded. My
Is activism
gosh.
speech? Oh
His
my gosh.
activism was speech. It was protected under First Amendment, like we originally said. It wasn't because he had ties to Hamas. It's not because he had tied to organizations who were deemed terrorists or some material support for terrorist groups. It's because he was doing Palestinian activists, which are protected under First Amendment, and they say they had broad discretion for him. But remember, you can't apply law unconstitutionally because the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. It's so basic. They deported him, and they tried to deport him for his speech.
You know that he has a deportation order out right now, right?
That has
My
nothing to
God,
do-
what a
No, no, no,
fucking
no, no, wait.
what a fucking red
do know-
herring. What a
you do
like
know-
addressing nothing we just said.
Well,
You're
you do
actually
know that an
you're
immigration
so
judge ruled-
slimy, bro.
So that means that the immigration judge ruled that this administration had the right to detain this individual, to deport this individual, and
What a
and
red
citing
hair!
that
Go.
those-
Well,
So
oh,
okay,
you,
okay.
you concede the
if
point
that-
and then move on,
hold
dude.
Okay,
No,
sure,
concede
sure,
the previous
whatever.
point, huh?
Sure, whatever. Right?
Oh my God, sure. What I like. It's
Okay,
it's actually so
the judge-
slimy and
if a
dishonest.
judge-
Like,
if
and
an
loses the
immigration
point
judge
and
in
immediately moves on.
Louisiana- If,
Huh?
if an immigration judge in Louisiana specifically ordered Khalil's deportation, right, citing willful misrepresentation on his green card application, what does that mean to you guys?
The
Literally
problem is
nothing.
that-
Literally
No,
nothing
wait,
to the rest of the
there's a time-
conversation.
Robert, there's a timeline. There is a timeline. That's the issue. At first, they went after him for his speech. This is all postal justification. The problem
No.
is that they tried to deport him based on speech.
He has a
Therefore,
deportation
Trump
order.
Wait, I just want to be clear.
And it's
Even
being
if
appealed.
I just want to be clear.
currently
Even if
being
I just want
appealed.
to wait, I don't want to be very clear. Even if Muhammad Khalil ends up getting deported because misrepresentation on his green card, that doesn't negate the fact that the Trump administration still tried to unconstitutionally deport him for speech as protected under the First Amendment.
No, what you're referencing, that injunction that you even brought up, Scratch, is literally regarding like him being held in a detention facility.
He's not listening at all. My God.
It
Oh
is
my God,
literally-
guys,
they're-
2
they're
plus
two
2
separate-
equals
they're two
4,
separate
right?
things.
And
I
then the
like I
response
it's like an
blue.
inability to engage. Like, I don't even know what to do.
you're
They're-
like we'll
they're
say
two
one
separate
thing
things.
and then you'll say something completely unrelated.
All right, just because the Trump administration acted correctly in this instance.
No, okay. Although, okay, let's say some racist cop decides to arrest a random black person. Like, they call him the N-word, they put him at the back of the car, and they bring them to the station. Later on, they find that actually he committed, he essayed some white woman. Does that mean that it was justified to do the racial profiling?
No,
Thank you!
no.
Amazing.
But that's okay. So
I'm glad you
Khalil's
agree with that.
initial. Okay, hold on. So we can agree that Khalil's initial detention was based on foreign policy concerns related to his activism.
With
Yes.
speech, yes, his speech.
His speech,
No,
yes.
no, not speech. Activism.
Okay,
Speech.
no, activism is protected speech.
Activism is more than just speech.
Okay,
right? Which
define
is why they
speech. Okay, what is the legal definition of speech under the U.S. Constitution?
the legal definition of speech.
Okay, yeah, is writing
I'm not
something
sure.
else speech.
I'm not sure. I guess like I can't provide you a legal
It
definition.
absolutely is, which is why burning your flag is protected
No,
speech.
okay, but what's activism? I guess.
Is that
No, you asked me a question. So what is legal activism? Or legal like what's the First Amendment? I guess.
Congress shall pass no law to impede on your freedom of speech. Like?
Sure, whatever. Right?
Okay,
I'll
by the
concede.
way,
I'll concede.
wait,
Activism.
the definition of activism is the policy or action of using vigorous campaigning to bring about political or social change.
So is all activism First Amendment protected?
Yes.
No. If it's, for example, like committing crimes as part of your activism, no. But when it comes to just being in part of a protest, yes. Mahmoud Khalil was a protester. That's it. Protest is protected under the First Amendment. That's why the First Amendment exists and all. That's the point of it.
So did Khalil do anything that went against that?
Against what?
No, they didn't. They filed in court.
In the activism, no.
They made allegations and they fell flat in court, so no.
Yeah, which the government tried to deport him on the activism, and then post hoc rationalization for trying to get him in an immigration order.
Yeah.